everyone, I'm Carmen and I'm one of the educators at Curiodyssey. This is a Nature Watch update and I wanted to share with you a really special visitor that we had to my porch bird watching spot. Here's a clip and I'm going to see if you can make some observations about the shape of the bird that you see coming on in from a distance. Here's the clip now. Does this shape look familiar? Maybe it reminds you of the bird that we saw in the clip. Take a look and see if you notice the same features in that dark shadowy bird as it was coming in closer. Don't worry, I'll show you a closer view up next. But pay attention. Look at the broadness of the wings in this silhouette and that short, stubby tail. Did you notice how the bird had its wings spread out wide and was gliding through the air? Here's a closer look to see if you can find some more clues and maybe key in on who this mystery bird was. I'll give you a hint. It's definitely a raptor. If you notice any distinctive patterns and markings, those are called field marks. We're going to go through some of the field marks together that you might have been able to notice. Scientists document field marks and record them in books like this that can help you to understand more about the birds you're trying to identify. Here's my favorite field guide for identifying raptors because all of the pictures are in black and white. Having these line drawings to pick out different field marks and distinctive lighting patterns that shine through the feathers is a lot more realistic to what you see when you're bird watching compared to the really colorful photos that we often see in many field guides. Let's take a look at our red-tailed hawk and see if we can pick out some of those distinct field marks that we were able to see in the video. Did you notice that there were portions of the bird that were darker, that were kind of moderately dark, and that were really light? Those are great clues when you're having a bird soar overhead. Usually, you're right below. This was a red-tailed hawk, but without being above the bird, you actually couldn't see the red tail. Right here down below, it's a lot more mottled, like black, white, and brown, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to see the red tail as a telltale sign, even though this was an adult bird. Okay, so now that we know our animal is a red-tailed hawk, what happened next was a really interesting behavior. It certainly surprised me that this was happening right above my head, and here it is. Check it out. Cool or what? I think that there's some kind of territory dispute happening between the birds somewhere out in this area. Did you notice that the crows were actually mobbing and ganging up on the red-tailed hawk? They even at one point came in contact with the red-tailed hawk from above. I wonder if the hawk is trying to set up some sort of a nest and if the other birds are not so excited about a predator coming into the neighborhood. I'm excited to see how this story unfolds throughout the spring, and I'll get back to you and let you know what happens next. If you're interested in doing a bit more research as far as field guides, I highly recommend the Cornell Lab's All About Birds website. It's like having a field guide and bird watching guide right at your fingertips anywhere you have the internet. You can also check out individual species. For example, we could look up a red-tailed hawk and see pictures under different lighting conditions, videos, more field mark descriptions, and similar species that you could accidentally confuse it with. If you look closer at the red-tailed hawk profile, you can find out all about where it lives, what it might eat, its nesting behavior, and general ideas about its behavior. I thought it was really cool that we got to see a red-tailed hawk in our urban habitat. Usually, you would find them in open woodlands, but they are generalist predators eating mostly small mammals, so an urban hillside is the perfect place for them when they have enough space. Well, I wanted to end our video today with a little public service announcement on behalf of red-tailed hawks. Red-tailed hawks are just one of the many animals that share our urban habitats with us, humans, and everything that we do. On behalf of red-tailed hawks, please help protect them. Don't use toxins in your own homes and your businesses or anywhere around your neighborhoods where these animals could live. For example, when you use toxins like rodenticides, those are things that people feed to mice and rats at bait stations. Those rodenticides don't kill the animal right away. Those mice and rats go back out into the ecosystem where urban wildlife like red-tailed hawks, coyotes, skunks, raccoons, unfortunately even your own cat or dog can eat those already poisoned rodents. That toxin that's in the rodents gets passed up and out through the food web. It goes into those larger predators. Please don't use rodenticides. Find other ways. For more information about how you can avoid rodenticides and also help local businesses who are practicing wildlife-friendly methods, check out Raptors Are the Solution. Raptors Are the Solution can be found at raptorsarethesolution.org, and they're a local nonprofit who can help you find out more about how to have more wildlife-friendly pest management practices. Our red-tailed hawks and other urban wildlife, as well as the scientists who care about them, certainly thank you for your efforts.